All right, another Nintendo Switch 2 video. I mean, really, how many videos am I going to do? But honestly, this video is actually not going to be about the Nintendo Switch kind of setup or first impressions or hardware. We're actually going to be installing our Spigen tempered glass. So with the Spigen tempered glass package, you get two Spigen kind of guides as well as two tempered glasses. I've read the warning as well as just kind of like hearing it across the web that the Nintendo Switch 2 has a built-in screen protector. And if you're familiar with the Nintendo Switch OLED, which my brother has, and when I was playing his Nintendo Switch, I didn't even know that there was a screen protector on it. And that's because Nintendo installed their very own screen protector onto the Nintendo Switch OLED as well as the Nintendo Switch 2, which is just phenomenal because without having to have like a second thought of it, the Nintendo Switch 2's screen is going to be protected. But honestly, I've always put a tempered glass on the device if the device allows for it. I had to say that Samsung made tempered glass installations really difficult when they had the Infinity display, but now that Samsung has a flat display on their S24 Ultra as well as their S25 Ultra, the kind of installation for these tempered glasses are really simple. But that's neither here nor there because in today's video, I'm going to be installing the Spigen tempered glass screen protector on the Nintendo Switch 2. So because the Nintendo Switch 2 has the aforementioned screen protector, the kind of built-in OEM screen protector, I'm not going to remove that, but I am going to install the tempered glass screen protector over it. And I want to know for my sake as well as yours is, one, will the tempered glass screen protector work on top of the built-in or the OEM screen protector on the Nintendo Switch? And two, if not, can I peel the OEM screen protector off of the Nintendo Switch and install my own screen protector? I hope the former is the case because honestly, I can't even tell that there is a screen protector on it. And if I could just lay a tempered glass screen protector on the Nintendo Switch, then that's just going to be the best of both worlds. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here we have our Spigen tempered glass. Let's go ahead and take it out. Let's just use one for right now. Let's make sure we have all the cleaning supplies that we need. The cleaning supplies will be inside of this envelope, and so here we have two cleaning supplies for wet wipes. So we'll take one out of those two, and then we have cleaning supplies for more wet wipes. And I guess that's to make sure that we are really cleaning that screen. We then have some microfiber cleaning cloths to dry the screen after the wet wipes. We have a squeegee, and then we have some dust stickers here to capture any of those straggler dust particles that just don't want to leave your screen even after all the cleaning. You can see here that's already collected a little bit of lint. So let's go ahead and take out our wet wipe here, and let's go ahead and clean the screen of the Nintendo Switch 2. Now that we've cleaned it with the wet wipe, let's go ahead and use our microfiber cloth here. And let's go ahead and make sure that there are no streaks and there's no debris. Now let's go ahead and use our dust removal sticker. Spigen makes sure that we are fully covered here. So I do see some debris at the top here, that little white speck. So from there, we then have our guide. Make sure that you look for the indicator that says top. So that's going to be the top of the Nintendo Switch screen. And then we want to make sure that we peel off this back portion first because we're then going to lay it down on the Nintendo Switch. So obviously you want to make sure you do your due diligence and make sure that you reapply the dust removal sticker as much as you possibly can to make sure that you're eliminating any of the dust particles. There's nothing more annoying than seeing a little bit of a bubble on your tempered glass screen protector because a little bit of a dust was stuck underneath it. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and peel this back portion off. Peel it off like this. This is your last chance to check and see if there's any bubbles there. Oops, before you do that, make sure you detach your Joy-Cons from the actual Switch display or tablet before you even start. Let's go ahead and dust removal again. Now we're going to go ahead and place our guide on top of the Nintendo Switch here. and then you want to press in the middle portion here. If you've done it right, you'll start to see the adhering of the glue or whatever it is that they use for these tempered glass. You'll start to see it kind of suction itself to the actual screen. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and pull this tab on the right hand side. It says remove from here. This is essentially going to pull the sticker off of the guide, which then the guide is on the Nintendo Switch. This is saying that we are happy with our installation and we can then pull the sticker off so that way we can then ultimately remove the guide. So here we have the guide, and here we have the Nintendo Switch 2. Looks like we have a little debris on the installation, so we're going to try and remedy that as much as possible. So just make sure that you have something clean over here. You're going to lift it up, and you're also going to be using these sticks, have these handy. So we're going to lift up the section respectfully, just ever so slightly. Just be gentle with it and use the second sticker to make sure we attach to the back end of that tempered glass. Pull that debris off. There you go. Same thing for the other side. It looks like we have debris right here. Again, just be patient. Make sure you have all of your tools ready. Just lift it up ever so slightly. Slip the other portion underneath. Press, and then now I got the debris out. And we have one more, and that's going to be right there. This one's going to be a little bit more challenging since it's in the middle of the screen. So we're going to go to the nearest section where we can pull it up. Have our tool go underneath, collect the debris, and then gently allow for it to re-adhere on its own. Some of the bubbles are going to work itself out, like this one over here. This one is a bubble, but it's not due to any dust particles. And it looks like we actually did a pretty good job. So let's go ahead and get our microfiber cleaning cloth really quick. Let's see if this is going to have any debris, any additional debris that we need to do. If not, let's go ahead and press down on the actual tempered glass, specifically on the corners and edges, to make sure that it really cures over onto the Switch 2 screen. So I'm actually pretty proud of that. I can see a little bit of dust particles over here, but it's not creating any bubbling. So I think I'm gonna be okay with that. And also whenever you turn your Switch on and the screen is actually on, you're not going to actually see these non-bubbling dust debris sections. If you are super OCD and you just absolutely have to have it, again, you just wanna make sure you take something clean. This dust removal sticker section is really good, just to lift it up and then make sure you have another dust removal sticker to adhere to the kind of using the sticky section of the sticker on the sticky section of the tempered glass to remove that debris, so that way you don't waste your screen protector. A critical step here is going to be making sure that you take off your Joy-Con controllers before you try to use the guide, because this guide is only going to fit your Nintendo Switch 2 like this. If you have your Joy-Con controllers on, you can see here that it's not going to fit. So if you don't take your Joy-Con controllers off prior to you putting this Spigen tempered glass easy fit guide on, you're going to kind of stumble. And if you get flustered quickly, you are going to actually kind of ruin your installation. So step one is to make sure that you remove your Joy-Cons even before you start cleaning your screen. Overall, the installation was really good. I've been installing screen protectors for my family and friends for quite some time. Let's reattach the Joy-Con here, and then let's reattach the other one. Let's see if this tempered glass by Spigen affects the visibility or the responsiveness of the Nintendo Switch 2. So let's go ahead and turn it on here. All right, let's go ahead and press home. All right, so it looks like it is unaffected. I mean, it feels really good. It feels like glass. And so I don't think there's anything that I feel any difference. It seems like this tempered glass is oleophobic, so your smudges aren't going to be as bad. And just from looking at the screen, I don't see any rainbowing or anything like that. I don't see any type of matrix, kind of color matrix on the actual Nintendo Switch screen protector, which I laid the tempered glass on, meaning that the visibility is uninterrupted. Here we have Mario Kart. Let's see how this looks. Looks really, really good. Obviously, I have some glare from my soft boxes, but ultimately, having a tempered glass screen protector on top of the Nintendo Switch pre-installed screen protector is not going to affect your gaming experience. All right, there's another Nintendo Switch video for you right there. Hopefully this answers your question on, do you need to remove the pre-installed screen protector, or can you install a Spigen tempered glass or any other tempered glass on top of it and not have any type of diminished experience for your gameplay? I cannot attest to other companies and other manufacturers. I do like the Spigen brand, and honestly, the Spigen tempered glass screen protector for the Nintendo Switch 2, again, can be installed on top of the pre-installed screen protector that comes with the Nintendo Switch without any type of detriments to the responsiveness of the screen and or the visibility in terms of graphics, looks, and things like that. Make sure you stay tuned to my channel directions so that way you can get more Nintendo Switch 2 videos as well as just general technology videos. I've also made a Nintendo Switch 2 playlist, so make sure you navigate to my channel and check out that playlist. Thanks for watching.